All right, Mr. Producer, let's just get ready, 7, 8, and 9. Now, we have Representative Corey Mason at the rally. The rally. Teachers are supposed to be teaching. Instead, they're rallying. Because they don't want to contribute to their own future. They don't want to contribute to their own retirement. They don't want to contribute to their own health care. Strangers should contribute to it. So here's Representative Corey Mason speaking at the rally against Governor Scott Walker last night. Cut 7, go.
When Governor Walker tries to undo 50 years of labor peace, he goes too far.
Representative Corey Mason spoke to the unions and their allies during the rally against the bill Wednesday, February 16th.
But mostly, when the governor plans to call in the National Guard, instead of manning up and sitting down at the bargaining table, he goes too far.
Wisconsin is facing almost $4 billion deficit. Governor Walker says he's taking steps to save the state.
When a Washington Post columnist compares your governor to the deposed dictator of Egypt, you've gone too far.
This is great, isn't it? So you got this little freak demagogue, Corey Mason, citing the Washington Post, citing another freak, calling Walker Mubarak. Now, I want you to understand something. These people are not being stripped of their salaries. They're not being stripped of their health care. They're not being stripped of their pensions. They're not being fired. That is, they're not being laid off. He wants them to contribute more to their own pension and their own health care. And for that, we're now Egypt under Mubarak. You dumb little twit. And then there's union supporter Carrie Bowman. Let's listen to by the way, you hear all the yelling and cheering in the background? Those are your teachers. Congratulations, Wisconsin. Let's listen to Carrie Bowman. Cut 8, go.
Since January 25th, we've watched Egypt, people who are risking their lives for democratic reform at over a 30-year dictator that we propped up, the United States. And here we have apathy in this country. And finally, the state of Wisconsin, very strong progressive ideology after Bob Follett, to stand up and say, okay, we're not going to take this.
Kill the bill! Kill the bill!
Kill the bill. Kill the bill. Shut up, you schmucks. Oh, the progressives. They're not going to take it. They're not going to take what? They're taking money out of our pocket. What is it that they're not going to take? Hey, let me tell you something, lady. You'll take whatever we give you. You got it? Who the hell? You know what this is, ladies and gentlemen? I've used this word, and let me continue to use it, because it needs to resonate throughout talk host land. It's plunder. Plunder. That's what progressivism is. That's what the NEA is. That's what this idiot woman's all about. Plunder. Plunder your neighbors. Take their savings. Take their homes. She's a pig. They're all pigs. All they're being asked to do is to contribute more to their own well-being. But instead, they want to steal it from somebody else. These are teachers? Wow, pretty scary, don't you think? These are teachers? I'm not done. Oh, and we're Egypt. Now we're Egypt under Mubarak. Probably a history teacher right there. Here we have teacher Maureen, what is it? That's her name? Maureen Look Ainsworth. Let's hear what this teacher, no doubt has tenure, no doubt has been subsidized for 25 years by the good people of Wisconsin. Let's hear what this professional has to say. Cut 9, go.
Although Governor Walker does not have a college education,
all right. How about that?
I bet he wants to have a college education.
Oh, I'll bet that's a funny line.
I would bet that he would want his children to do well and be excited about school and excel.
Mm-hmm.
He just doesn't want to have the responsibility of paying for the quality education. So we need to do one thing, and it is kill the bill.
Some of the protesters held signs encouraging a recall of the governor.
We have 10 months and 15 days until we can recall him.
So the governor doesn't want to pay the bill. Is the governor paying all these taxes for all these geniuses who are teaching all those kids in Wisconsin? Or are the people of Wisconsin paying these bills? And how do you like the elitism? He doesn't have a college education, but I bet he wants to have a college education. Tell me, doll baby, what college did you go to? What grades did you get? Just how sharp are you? Because you sound like an idiot. He doesn't have a college education. You folks out there, you need to listen to what's in the classroom. This dreck. These yentas. Not all of you. You good teachers know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. The lowlives. You're surrounded by them. They're everywhere. Because they get tenure too. Meanwhile, that's somebody's neighbor, Maureen Look Ainsworth. That's somebody's neighbor, Carrie Bowman. Because the great Barack Obama, well, he contributed some thoughts today. He said, some of what I've heard coming out of Wisconsin, where you're just making it harder for public employees to collectively bargain generally, seems like more of an assault on unions. Now, this is the man who's trying to unionize the TSA now. And I think it's important for us to understand public employees are your neighbors. They're our friends. Right, like Carrie Bowman. I think the people in Wisconsin who don't have college degrees should not have to pay for the public school system because Maureen Look Ainsworth looks down on them. And so you have people without college educations paying for her pension, paying for her health care, paying to feed that fat face of hers. Disgusting. Oh, Obama went on. They make a lot of sacrifices. Oh, sure sounds like she does. Make a big contribution. I think it's important not to vilify them. Is this the same Barack Obama who is constantly vilifying the private sector? Constantly attacking entrepreneurs, people who work for coal companies and oil companies, truckers, assembly line workers, people who fish for a living, people who farm for a living. Would that be the Barack Obama who's telling us to treat public sector teachers with respect because they're our neighbors? By the way, did you hear that Obama's going out west, San Francisco, and having this is a footnote, having a dinner, special dinner at an undisclosed restaurant with some of the bigwigs in the Silicon Valley, including Steve Jobs, who's very ill, to get ideas, he says, on how to create jobs. I've been laughing at that one all day. Do you know why he's out there meeting with these people from the Silicon Valley? To shake them down for campaign funds. That's what he's doing. The man wants to raise $1 billion. He needs the Silicon Valley. He needs Hollywood. He needs Wall Street. He needs whatever he can get. That's what he's doing. He's not going out there trying to figure out how to create jobs. He's a job killer. That's all he knows, and that's all he cares about. Gee, Steve, how do I create jobs? Well, take your boot off the throat of the private sector. That would be a good start. But I can't, because that's my philosophy. Yeah, shaking down. Big money out there. That's why he's meeting. Why don't you get on that, you news folks? You're so sharp. But I want to repeat what I started out the program with today. You bosses out there, for the NEA and the AFT all over the country, keep it up. You are pissing off more people than you can possibly know. Keep it up. Keep bringing them out into the square. Keep saying offensive things. Keep bringing your little Hitler signs. Keep comparing our country to Egypt. Keep comparing your governors to Mubarak. As the Tea Party ranks swell, as the American people, their eyes open wide, looking at exactly what's in their classrooms, who's teaching their children, guess what you're doing once again? You're awaking a sleeping giant. And I predict within a year, you'll see thousands of Tea Party activists starting to show up at school board meetings. They're going to outnumber you. There are more Tea Party activists than there are teacher union members. They're going to take a close look at your contracts. They're going to wonder how it is that they have to pay these obscene, confiscatory property tax rates, hanging on by their fingernails, going through their budgets, cutting way back, while you're not. You keep it up. We all know you're not attacking that governor. You're attacking the taxpayers. That's what you're doing. Keep it up. Your mayhem, your anarchy, your chaos, you've gotten our attention. We're repulsed by you. Same thing will happen when Obama and Reid shut down the federal government. We will be repulsed by them too. Because their demands are so unconscionable, so outrageous, so detrimental to our children and grandchildren, it will underscore exactly who they are and what they are and who supports them. And our ranks will grow and grow and grow.